Namaste and welcome. I'm so happy that you're here on my YouTube channel. And I welcome you. I haven't put out anything in a little bit because I've been doing some deeper work. And I wanted to share some things that we can work on together. I'm holding a full moon ceremony on the 7th of this month. So on Tuesday, 6:15 p.m., you're all welcome. It's through Yoga World Heart. But I wanted to talk a little bit about how we can really, when it's a full moon, it's kind of, we have a spotlight, we have a flashlight that can shine in on those areas that we normally couldn't see. Okay, so we are going to use this incredible energy in this shift to actually look, because remember, how do we learn on this earth? We learn by the opportunity of seeing how we can learn from experiences, right? So if we have ongoing low vibrational thoughts without being aware of them, then we will continuously attract some form of energy that pulls us away from our own soul's journey, from our soul purpose. And that is not serving either ourselves or anyone else. So when we do this kind of a work on ourselves, looking at ourselves, what's being reflected to us, it will also be automatically, and especially if you state it, in service to all. So we work through whatever we have in our physical bodies, our thoughts, our programming, our disappointments, our fears, and our ego. Okay, our ego is our best trainer that will always put us into situations that will kind of take us either into the right or into the not so right, mostly not so right situation, so we can learn to move away or say, okay, that was very uncomfortable. Oh my, but thank you for putting myself into that situation. What can I learn from this now? This is how we create wisdom. It's becoming more and more and more intense, especially on this full moon where everything is shifting around, okay? So we are learning now to kind of swim through all that is happening. And remember, we're more open now. So whatever it is that we are thinking, whatever that is, whether we are feeling, whatever it is that we are pushing away, there's going to be a quicker response. So it's about finding your own guidance and owning the power to determine your own reality. Okay, so I have some notes here, because if we're not aware of what it is that we're thinking, then maybe we're building another web of that old state that we didn't like, right? So even those things that we didn't appreciate or like at the moment, those are big and wonderful teachers. So we're going to look at that, okay? We're going to learn to be in guidance. We're going to learn to look at those areas where we're compromising our own unique soul selves. And remember, we're going into the Aquarian age of unity, consciousness, and love. So it might sound contradictory that we're working on our own self, but it isn't. When we are fully aligned and in balance and flowing with our purpose, guess what? We have so much more energy to give and stabilize for others. So we're always overflowing with our own abundant energy, so we can truly give and share from the heart, not from that lack or gaining something. So always we're going to talk about being in guidance, okay? Being guided, we've got to feel it. And especially today when I'm doing this video, it's 3-3, and we got the number 3 card of guidance. So we're shifting into this more guided state, okay? Slowing down is the only way where you can really see your own rainbow light, and you can see the tortoise shell. We're slowing down to tap in to our higher mind from the pineal gland. Looks like the shell there. That is from the heart, okay? So we're not thinking, fixing, doing, but we're going a little further in so we can magnetize towards us where we can be of highest service. And then as we're birthing something, we also want to see that we don't want to compromise our creativity. But even if it seems like kind of out there, why not? Maybe there are many others that have your unusual ideas. Go for it. Surrender to it. Go into it, and don't compromise just because you think that other people should or would or couldn't understand you. Oh, finally, my life is becoming better because I have done that a lot. Okay, so go for that. And then always we got the Lover's card, number 6 again. So we're creating from love. We're recreating the mandala of ourselves. And you can see we're also balancing the light and the shadow, or you can call it the sun and the moon. And we can also call it the shadow versus the light. Both are equally important, actually. All right. And then is how we become the masters. So this is what we're going to go into on the full moon. Now, I've been practicing yoga for like 25 years. And with the yoga postures, we are really creating almost like a boundary or a shape in our body in such a way that maybe while we're doing it, it feels like we're, moving against ourselves. That is not just flowy, but we're holding in. And once you can hold in and reset your whole body, then after, when we do Shavasana, everything flows, okay? Yoga is good for the body, for the mind. Yoga is good for breath work, for allowing to have a steady practice, okay? If you have meditation, great, but yoga still is a little more, according to my own, you have to find out for yourself, but from my point of view, because you work with the body. Remember, our traumas, our memories through the lineages are stored in our body somehow. So on this full moon, we have an opportunity to really look within that container of our bodies and find out, what is it? When am I on a slippery slope? How do I get dragged back into the old paradigm? Okay, so it's important to know when we are moving forward and feeling aligned, and also what may be the hurdles that will stop us from moving forward. When we have that awareness, it's going to be much easier to move in to the higher vibrations. So I will teach you about these. And in the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, he talked about these. They're called the 5 kleshas, the 5 poisons. Okay, what is it that takes us out of our spiritual awakening, out of our meditation, out of our flow, out of our knowing? Okay, so I will teach you about these kleshas and we'll go deeper into them, but it has to do with something called AVIDYA. AVIDYA is ignorance. And it doesn't mean that we're, stupid or anything like that, but it's like when we're not aware and when we're not awake, we are actually in the habit. And the habit is what brings us into the unknown, the unconscious, the unaware consciousness. And that's when we slip in to these habits that we want to break. Okay. So we got to be a little more awake, expanded, and alert. And we do that by coming together in groups, feeling the group energy, because it's easier when there's two or more. It's like iron sharpens iron, right? And when we come together, we heighten the vibration. So we can really use the heightened vibration from the full moon and from each other to learn about how to stay the course and have fun at the same time, because we got to have fun. Okay, so with this introspection, group contemplation or contemplation through the group, and service. Okay, I'm in service for you making this video, right? This is my time, but I want to share this wisdom with you. So I'm in service for you. And then you can share it with your friends. Okay, the kleshas are those things that stop us from awakening, that stop us from blooming. Impatience, for example, you plant your garden. Yeah, you're not going to look there every day. You just kind of water and trust that it's coming, right? But us humans, we're like, it's coming, it's go. We were fast like that, okay? So the avidya is the not knowing or lack of insight or lack of wisdom, okay? Even delusion, when we think it's one way, sometimes, we're programmed with a lot of delusion. So here we are going to look at those deeply ingrained misperceptions of essential identification of who we actually are. If we know who we are or who we know who we don't want to be, then that's a beautiful learning transition. We know about the ego. The ego is the best trainer. It's called asmita. When we fall into ego, it's not so simple because it's very small threads that keep us in certain ways. Okay. And then we have attachments to pleasure. We want to feel good all the time. Yes, we can feel good, but also can we be more in the neutral state, right? So Rasha, attachments to feeling pleasure, compassion. We love that, but we got to balance it out, because when we swing one way, we will swing the other way too. So just being aware, okay, and enjoying everything. And then also abhinivesha, which is where we cling to body, cling to life. We're fearful of death and transformation. And I'm telling you, when we are transforming, the ego will go crazy on you, right? You will like, well, wait a minute, do I really have to do this? Yes, those are the small things. And when we come together in community, then we can help, help stabilize our containment, just like yoga helps you stabilize your practice, right? So the last one is devesha, and that's aversion. Oh, I hate that. If you have food poisoning, I'm never going to eat that again. Yes, but you can take it to a much deeper level. When you have aversion towards something or someone, that is also an interesting place to go in, because there might be some aversion within you or within something that you believe in. Okay, so this was beautiful information. I love to see you, or you can sign up and get the video if you want to go deeper. Go ahead and go onto my website and sign up for the class, or you can also sign up with Yoga World Heart. Okay, blessings, blessings. See you on Tuesday, March 7th at 6:15 Pacific Standard Time. All right. Thanks, my friends.